Take it away from him. Under 4 left. The barn is alive again. 52-51.
Got me in my hormones. All gas, no brakes. Score 4-0. If you think you own this place, you get foreclosed. I've been in my head, but it's not about a T3. I like to learn, but there's nothing you can teach me. We all got opinions. You about to hit Dimitri and Mitches. CJS never really misses.
There it is. We are on, ladies and gentlemen. Sports show. Big one. Big, huge one. Episode 200. Sports show
this?
YYC.
Who's this guy to the left of me?
We got a guest. We said we're bringing in the heavy hitters. I want to introduce him myself because the guy that's on the show today is very sports related. He's the captain of the Division 7 Jokers.
Whoa.
9. Division 9.
I thought PZ was the captain.
No. He's the GM.
Oh, he's the GM.
No, don't let him do that to you. Don't let him do that to you.
Could have swear he said he's
You don't interrupt this man's introduction on my watch.
I didn't want you to get it wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Captain Gus Morfesis on the show today to celebrate our 200th episode. Remember, Sports Show YYC on Instagram and Twitter, the Facebook page, YouTube channel, The Sports Show. It's amazing. Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, CJSW, CJSW.com, 90.9 FM, second Tuesday of every month. That's coming up in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We got that show, yeah.
Should we just replay this one on that one? I think we should. What do you think?
Just do this there?
Well, I think Gus deserves the accolades of having the CJSW listeners listen to it even more.
I got something very special planned for today. I had it in my mind.
Oh, did you?
Why don't we tell everyone what we're doing today? Let Gus. What is he to expect today on the show?
Oh, we got lots going on. We got lots. Big NHL this week. Last week we tailed off a little bit because we were saying, hey, the trade talk over and over. The trades finally happened. We got NFL, Morph. I don't know if you heard. A lot of things going on in the NFL. Like a jealous girlfriend. They got upset that the NHL was getting all the headlines, this, that, and the other. So they're in. We got Rapid Banter. We got Maga Malaka. But to start it all off.
Mitch.
Whoa.
I want to talk about that kind of stuff.
What do you want?
I want to get into everything.
What do you get?
But I can't.
What happened?
Because for our 200th episode,
You're not.
Before we do anything on the show, and Mitch, cue the music. We got to give to you the Gus's Pizza Metrics of the Week.
Oh.
That's
Well done.
Gus's Pizza, the leader in pizza around the city of Calgary, right near the hospital and the university where we are right now. Takeout, it's easy. Skip the dishes, makes it easier for you. DoorDash, whatever you want. Go in and say hi. I don't care, but it's pound for pound the best pizza in the YYC. Sorry, next to Bonacera, home of the 10-cent chicken wing, but we don't care about them right now because it's Gus's Pizza. It's been around forever. It's a staple. Metrics of the week. I just want to say 200 episodes to the roster supporting us. Thank you very much. And now that we're on the CJSW.com, this thing is fantastic. But I just wanted to bring that up, man.
That's amazing.
Old school.
So we used to do it back in the day. And now, you know what? I had a feeling you were going to pull something out of the bag. That's awesome. Well, real quick, before we get into the NHL talk, can we talk about the big thing? Come Sunday, Canada, win or draw, they get into the World Cup. They're off to Qatar. It's going to happen. I know it. I can feel it. I know they kind of fell down last week. But how good do you feel that Italy's out for the second time now? Anybody? I don't know why. I just feel really good about Italy not making it to the World Cup.
I don't know, Mitch. I love Italy. But at the same time, complacency's a killer.
That's it.
They were Euro champions 2020, correct?
They were. Yeah. So I feel like, you know what? That's all they're showing up to now. They're just going to show up to Euro, and they're not going to show up for World Cup. This is technically 8 years running now. They can't make it to the World Cup.
It's so European.
Yeah.
Is it what, you want me to go to the World Cup? We should go, like, them and the Greeks are the same.
Yeah.
Like, we won the Euro Cup. Why do we got to qualify?
No, we won.
No, take your tournament.
Yeah.
We don't need a part of your tournament. Who plays in November anyways?
That's what I'm saying. When I heard, yeah, exactly. What's going on over here? They're gonna be so mad. I talked to a few of my Italian friends, and they are livid about it. So I had to bring it up. I have to say it.
You have to.
And we'll talk about it later as well. From there, we go to NHL segment. It's called Dump and Chase Morfest. You know, because you listen to it, and everyone over at Gus's Cafe does too. We talked about it. Finally happened. The trade deadline is over. We can finally look and see all the fun trades that happened and people are getting ready. The one thing I noticed, this is my humble opinion, you guys tell me what you think about it, is that every team made a move. There was over 39 trades made, and a lot of the good teams that are leading their division or right up there, they were the ones making the most amount of action, which means there's a lot of parity. I don't know who's going to win the cup. we got Tampa Bay, 2-time defending champions. We got this, that, the other. I'm going to go through a list of some of the bigger key names that went through. You guys tell me if you love it, you hate it, or why'd you even do it kind of thing.
Perfect.
All right? Fair enough? All right, let's go.
More honors to the
Honors to the guests. Yes,
there we
absolutely.
go.
All right, let's start with Columbus. They send Max Domi over to Carolina. Morph, do you love it, hate it, or who cares?
Love it.
Yeah?
Yep. More depth.
Yeah.
They can roll 4 lines right now, and they are looking dangerous.
I like that trade a lot. Like a lot.
I like it for both teams. Columbus is in a position where it's over. The little experiment, that stint is done. And for Carolina, like you say, it's a win-win for both teams, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. How about this one? Chicago sends us, actually, here in Calgary, Ryan Carpenter for a 5th-round 2024 pick. Do you like it? We'll go with you, Mr. Dimitri.
Yeah, I like these kinds of trades right before the trade deadline because you're planning a little bit. It's like, you know what, you're taking advantage of a team again that's unloading. That Chicago team is going to be wiped out in the next 3-4 years. Like, I mean, Taves and Caden are done, right? Like, that's just ineffective. So yeah, why not get a young guy in there?
Morph, do you like that one?
I don't know enough of it to comment on that one.
I feel like this one isn't it kind of the same as the guy they just picked up from Seattle, the Jarkin guy? Like, to me, they're one and the same. I would say, why do we do it? I would say this one's kind of it's like putting extra pepperoni on your pizza. Are you actually getting the extra pepperoni?
You know
what?
Or
You just paying for it?
You do at Gus's Pizza.
That's right. I don't know about anywhere else.
I'm going to move on to the next one. More fasties. Let's go to...
And that brings us to the Gus's Pizza trade deadline pick of the week.
Let's go with Anaheim. They send Ricard Raquel to Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Raquel, yeah, sorry. These guys, they got some weird names.
No, it's a youth thing.
It's a thing, yeah, it's true.
Mitch is like an old man. He just refuses to get the name right. Who's this? Rachel Raquel? Raquel.
So a lot of people think this might
Robert
have been the
Reichel
steal.
with the Pittsburgh.
A lot of people think this is the steal of the trade deadline. Morph?
Great pickup for Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, unbelievable pickup for Pittsburgh.
Agreed.
I don't know how they got away with that.
I don't know either. Like, it just complements the other players on the team. Like, it's fantastic.
But more of the other thing I was thinking too is I thought Anaheim was on the up and up. I go, this team's getting a little bit better.
They're battling for a playoff spot, aren't they?
And
well, they were.
They were, but they're getting rid of this guy?
Yeah.
Now? I thought, okay, they got like that Troy Terry. Like, they got a couple of those young rookies that, the team is. And then, I don't know, Raquel, I thought was one of their staple guys.
Younger guy, too, if I remember correctly.
So
he is.
Pittsburgh ended up giving Anaheim 3 players and 2 second-rounders. So, I mean, they got a lot in return. But still, I'm with you guys. Why did Anaheim get rid of this guy? Makes no sense.
But Pittsburgh needs, not just Pittsburgh, anyone on that side of the conference needs to add. Because as you're probably going to go through the list, it seems like everyone there got better.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a team. It's the team to the north of us, Edmonton. Look, they couldn't find a goalie. Somebody didn't want to trade him a goalie, from what I understand. That's fine. So they pick up 2 guys. They get Brett Kulak from Montreal, and they get Derek Broussard from Philly. I'll be honest, I kind of like it. You can't get the goalie, so what do? What's the next best thing? Get a defenseman, and 2 of them, veterans. Edmonton's starting to heat up a little bit.
Watch out for the Edmonton Oilers. This is a team that I just have a feeling is going to come under the radar into the playoffs. Everyone wrote them off. Nugent Hopkins is back. I watched them the other day. Guys, if their stars are firing, be careful.
The problem is they don't have that goaltender that can steal them a game.
That's true.
That's a
they
good
don't.
point.
You're right.
We've talked about it look, they could have, and I'll tell you how. Trade McDavid. They could have got a goalie. I'm telling you right now. I'm just saying, right? Everyone knows how I feel about
with
this.
a guest?
I'm just
with
saying.
A guest on?
I'm not going to change it because he's here. I'm not changing. I'm saying the truth. All right? I'm just saying.
You're looking at the best GM of all time here.
Oh, I would have.
This is why Nick got the restaurant.
Gave me the
this
keys.
is why Nick got the restaurant. Okay?
Just give me the keys for one day. I'll tell you. I'll show you how to ride this bus. All right? From there, let's go over Van City. They end up sending Tyler Mott to the New York Rangers. The Rangers pick him up for a 4th rounder. That's actually not bad. Not bad. Thoughts?
I like this trade. The Rangers got to get a little bit tougher. Again, it's so neck and neck over there. It's ruthless.
Well, you have the top 3 teams, and then it's so tight. The middle of the pack is unbelievable.
Yeah. Washington and Boston are your bubble teams?
Yeah.
It's crazy, right? The East is already spoken for. Now it's just jockeying for position. Right?
I don't think positioning matters in the East whatsoever.
You might have a point.
I think it's just make the playoffs and figure it out from there. Because if you're on the one side, like if you're Pittsburgh right now, for example, you got to get through the Rangers or Carolina. Probably the Rangers as it looks. If you're Tampa Bay, you got to get through Toronto. Like you're playing Toronto. Yeah. It's not like they're... And then you got to get through Florida. I don't know. I don't think it matters where you see it in the East. Just make the playoffs.
True there. I agree. Winnipeg also sending Andrew Cup over to the Rangers. So they're getting grimier. They get this team. The Rangers got grimier. And being one of the best teams in the East, I don't know. I think they did a great job. They just got that grit. They got the goalies. They got defense. They got some scoring. They got the grit.
That's what you need in the playoffs.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, smart move. Recognizing. Yeah.
San Jose sending over. Here's a guy, Andrew Cagliano. Not a big name, but this guy always seems to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. I swear to God, this guy is like Corey Perry lately. Like if you're on that team, you're gonna go to the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't know what it is. He goes to Colorado. I'm not a big fan of this. I'll tell you why. You know what? You know how I feel. Don't mess with the chemistry. Number one team in the league. Why are you guys bringing guys in? Just roll. Unless you were going to get some big guy. It's not like Andrew Cagliano is going to demand anything and need anything. But I'm just saying. Yeah, I say leave it the way it is.
He's a depth player though. He's a guy that you can bring in and slot him anywhere, and he can fill that void.
Right.
I agree, Morph. And the thing is he's not demanding a lot going on a team like that. He's like, okay, happy to be here. If it's 4 minutes he gets, it's 4 minutes.
I suppose.
You're okay with a guy like that.
Yeah.
It's when you start to overpromise or you ruin the chemistry by bringing in, I don't know who's next. Let's say Giroux.
Are you reading my notes?
Are you seriously?
I swear to God.
Mitch,
hey, it's a 200.
I know you're right. Yeah. I know what you eat for breakfast.
I know. This is what happens.
I know what you like in your coffee. I know.
What do I like in my coffee? Let's see.
What's that?
What do I
Quad
like?
espresso on ice.
Yeah, it's such a weird drink. Like,
it's not. Why?
Just get an Americano. You're already. I think about this. You already dilute. See.
Yeah.
Your coffee order, the ice already dilutes the quad espresso effect.
Right.
But you're paying the premium for 4 shots.
I dare you to say this. I dare you to say this to Big Lamp. I dare you.
I'll say it to his face right now.
All right.
No.
Let's move on.
I won't. More, if you could pass a message.
So
to
as my buddy and partner in crime over here said, let's get on to the 3 biggest names. I left them for the end. It's Claude Giroux. He said, I'm only going to one team. He told the Philly media, he told the Philly management, one team and one team only, and he's off to Florida, the number 1 team in the league. This team, well, maybe second best team, I guess. Best in the East, let's just say that. He goes, basically, there was like a tit-for-tat trade. Who cares about that? But the cool thing about this one, I'll throw it out to you guys. Ekblad, all of a sudden's hurt. And so he gets to go on the LTIR, and he's off until the playoffs, or at least the first round of the playoffs, which freed up a whole bunch of money, which allowed this to happen. I find it a little suspicious, let's say, but the trade happened. Do you like Claude Giroux going to Florida? More Fessies.
Great management.
You like that?
Well, it's a great move.
Yeah. Do you worry about Claude Giroux there? And we talked about it last week, me and Dimitri. He's the captain of the Philly Flyers. He's a good player. He's got, but don't you feel like he's going to want to be in the top 2 lines? Like, again, I go back to it, messing up that chemistry.
He might moving forward, but for this year, I think he wants to win. And this is the best possibility for him to win.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, sure.
I agree with that. Long term, I think he's a problem on a team like that. Short term, I agree. They could just bring him in there. He'll do what he wants because he just wants to win.
Yeah. And he does have that leadership role.
Yes, absolutely. But that's the thing. Sometimes too many. Yesterday we were in the
too
kitchen
many
together.
commanders.
Too many commanders can be a bad thing. But we all know each other, and so we're all like, hey, what do you think? I don't know how it works in hockey, but I have a feeling this could. I feel like this one's a good trade. I agree, it's a big name. I like it, but I'm always nervous about the chemistry thing, North. I really am, because right now you got Barkov, who's younger than Giroux, and he's got his team the way he likes it. Let's say, right? You got a Giroux going, hey, Barky, maybe we yell at the defenseman there. He's a little late on that rush or something. You know what I mean? Like,
he'll surface himself because he's also going to the top team.
Right.
This is not the other way around, right? There's a culture that's already been built over there. They're winning. It's like, hey, you want to come win with us? That stuff will get fizzled out pretty quick.
Yep.
For the short term, Morph's right. He'll buy into something like that. Long term, I don't think you get.
No, well, he's been the man for his whole career,
right?
Yep.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
You can't just turn that off. That's what I'm saying.
You can do it for a little bit.
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope you guys are right.
Yeah.
I won't lie to you. As I started this segment, I don't know who to pick right now. All these trades have a little bit of component where would you be surprised if the Rangers made it to the Stanley Cup? No.
No.
Would you be surprised if Carolina makes it? No. How about this team? And actually, all of a sudden, I think they could make it. It's Marc-Andre Fleury. He leaves Chicago, says, hey, Minnesota, how's it going? All of a sudden, the Minnesota Wild have become maybe the juggernaut. I don't know. Like, they look good, man.
Sneaky team.
Sneaky
They're flying under the radar.
Yeah.
No one talks about them because
like-
it's just Minnesota. It's the Minnesota Missionaries. It's like
Just
one,
right there.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's just one straight move.
It works.
Not
What's
exciting.
wrong with that?
Nothing. It works.
That's right.
And it's been proven to work in playoffs. So it's
Well, you got a guy like Cam Talbot who, you know what? He's doing great. You can't give the guy any heartache or anything. I think he's going to like the fact that he's got a little bit of a backup just in case. Maybe, but goalies are weird too, right? Like, I don't know if it's going to mess with his mentality a little bit. Overall scheme of things, this Minnesota team got, and they also picked up that fighter from, I didn't write it down here. He's the tough guy in Anaheim. Anaheim gave away that Delorier, I think his name is. He's the fighter guy, Anyways, he ends up going to Minnesota too. So Minnesota got grittier, and now they got a Vezina, last year's Vezina Trophy winner, sitting on the bench waiting to get called up if they need him.
Which is where he thrives. He has no problems. He's done it.
Yeah,
He's done it
he
in
did it in
Pittsburgh.
Vegas.
He did
Yep.
it in Vegas. It's a good move. But you're right. See, the West has the sneaky teams.
Right.
Polar opposite of the East. You got one or two teams that are like, okay, you guys are pretty good, right? If you want to put, let's say, Calgary and Colorado as your 1-2. But then you have St. Louis, Minnesota, Vegas, LA. Like all these teams that are just...
Yeah, exactly.
It's Colorado's to choke, in my opinion.
in the West. Yeah,
In the West.
It's totally them.
100%. Last one, it's the big one. It's what Calgary's a little sad. They wanted this guy. We said, don't bring him back. But Toronto said, hey, we need a goalie too. We couldn't get Marc-Andre. We'll get to that in a second because there's a funny little story that came out of that. Giordano basically and Blackwell end up going to Toronto. Do you like the trade, Morph?
Unfortunately, yes. I don't want to talk about Toronto.
Well, here you're going to talk about them. Here you got to talk about them, Morfessies. We love Toronto here.
Good move.
Yeah, it is a good move.
Toronto's been struggling on the back end.
Yeah.
He really helps out.
What did you think of Dubas calling out the GM from Chicago? Apparently the Chicago GM. So they called him. He's like, hey, what's going on? I need a goalie. He goes, we'll see. And then he goes and tells the media, the Chicago GM ends up going to the media and kind of telling the untold secrets of what was going on in the trade thing. Dubas comes back and he's like, whoa, that's not under rule. What are you doing? We're in the locker room here. Well, we're talking. And he's pissed. I think they're going to fight. That's what I think is going to happen. I think they might drop the gloves.
On the Jake Paul
On
card.
the Jake Paul card. Yeah, exactly.
Dubas.
They're gonna
you
hate each
don't
other.
do that. That's what a loser move.
Yeah, horrible move. And you know
Brutal.
what? This Chicago is just all the way around have completely wrecked their legacy. These guys.
The last
man.
2 years, that's been a great franchise. to
GMs
be a
that
part
rat
of.
each other out, other crap in the locker room, just horrible. What's going on over there? What,
They have some issues.
they got some problems. Yeah, they got some issues. Is right.
It's not just the Greek community.
Oh, it's everywhere.
I feel like the Greeks down there probably started this whole thing. I feel
yes,
like
totally.
All right, from there, we're going to stay with hockey for a quick minute. After all those trades we talked about and everything you feel, which team came out the strongest and which team came out the lightest? Pick a couple if you like, whatever you like. Dimitri, we'll start with you.
Florida came out the strongest. The rich got richer.
Yeah.
Who came out the weakest?
Oh, yeah, you don't have to say a week. if you
Oh,
want.
okay. I just think that I think if I'm St. Louis or LA, actually, you know what? Washington. Sorry. I think Washington didn't do anything and everyone else did something. Maybe those kind of teams where it's like you're there, like I don't know. That's my 2 cents.
Morph, what do you like? What did you like?
I like Carolina.
Yeah.
I like the move. It's Domi is gonna slide in perfectly there. The one team I'm gonna say it's Edmonton for me.
Yeah.
I just until they actually win a series,
Are you reading my notes? He's got
Fair
a
enough.
boy
I
on my
just-
team.
it-
Let's hear.
That's a good pick.
I can't say anything.
So it's funny. I will say I love the Carolina. I'm not convinced on Toronto. Yeah, you picked up Gio. I think it's a good thing. He's gonna be great in the locker room. I think all that stuff. I still think the goaltending thing is a big problem with them. I think it's gonna. You said it yourself. They don't have a goalie that's gonna steal a game. I think that's gonna be their
That's
their
for
Achilles heel.
Edmonton.
And Toronto.
And
I
Toronto,
think for both. I think both. But I will say this. I don't mind what Edmonton did. I think Edmonton actually believes that they knew, like they went into this trade deadline going, we're not going to be able to get that goalie. What do we need to do to stay awesome or stay better? We'll get two defensemen.
Totally.
I feel like they know they couldn't do it. Where Toronto's like, they really wanted the goalie and they made a last minute ditch and got Giordano. Do you know what I mean? Like they still feel
No.
You don't
Mitch,
think so?
No, you know what? They didn't get the goalie, but they got a veteran guy. This guy's not going to go in on the top D pairing.
But what I'm
right?
saying is,
He'll flow through.
I think Toronto still feels like Jack Campbell is their goalie for the future, and he's going to be the guy that's taking them to the Stanley Cup.
I think Toronto's figured out the whole Yzerman school of thought of you don't, and we've talked about it, you don't need a $10 million goalie. You just need two decent guys and a good defense. Argue it all the time. If Antti Niemi can win a Stanley Cup,
right. Sure.
that's it.
I still think for both franchises, if they don't win a playoff series, it's not a good year. It's not a successful year.
Then you have to. We talked in Toronto. You just have to think about blowing it up now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name two more teams. I want you guys to give me a heads up on it. We'll start with the Homer team real quick, the Flames. Do you feel confident going into the playoffs? How do you feel about our Flames going forward?
I think it's gonna be a challenge for them.
Yeah.
But the one thing that benefits them is Sutter. Sutter will have these guys ready to play playoff hockey.
Yes, I agree.
You do not want to play the Calgary Flames. You do not want to play them. That's a tough team.
It depends how the referees call the game. If number 13 is able to play his game, then they can be very dangerous.
That's true.
That's a good one.
They're Carolina's younger brother. That's how I look at this team.
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah.
can see that.
It's
That's
just
a
a
good-
revolving
good
door of
comparison.
just go.
Now, speaking of that, we're not giving any respect, and I gotta hear this. I'm not their biggest fan, but it's the Tampa Bay Lightning, 2 times defending Stanley Cup champs. They didn't do a lot. They made a couple of small little trades, but no respect for the Tampa Bay going into the playoffs.
Respect.
100%, 2-time champs. You
Yeah,
said
I
it.
know.
Like it's,
I agree.
And
And
they're
they
still-
know how to win.
Oh.
They might do it again. You
I
guys.
think so
That's-
too, man.
and they're still top of the league.
Yeah.
Like how do you?
All it comes down to is, you think in a scenario in that division, it's them against Florida, and they can beat them no problem.
It's that one.
And then what?
It's Florida's nemesis. It's their kryptonite.
Yeah.
They can't seem to get over Tampa Bay. They just can't get it.
Either can Calgary.
Uh-oh.
Hot take.
Really? You had to go
I
there.
had to do it. I had to do it.
From there, we'll jump over to the NFL real quick. No audible. Last week we started with it because of all the craziness going on. Russell going to Denver and Devontae. Don't even get me started.
Why?
Don't even get me
Where's where's Devontae?
You know what? I don't want to talk about
where'd
it.
he
We
go?
don't want to talk about it, Morph.
Where'd he go again?
I think he
Doesn't matter.
I think he did a Vegas trip or something like that. He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
He's going- yeah.
It was a holiday. It just,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But let's talk a little bit about the Cleveland Browns. I'm curious what you guys thought. So this is the one thing I think people tend to forget. They get rid of Baker Mayfield. Fine, I get it. You go get Deshaun. Okay, awesome. Upgrade. But he still has to serve a fine between 6 to 8 games, and you gave him $230 million guaranteed money. So I guess my thought, where I want to go with it in the NFL real quick with Baker, do you like what Cleveland did or not? And then where is he going to go? Like, where is Baker going to go? This guy's the Heisman Trophy winner and the first overall pick, and this guy doesn't have a home as of right now.
I love what Cleveland did, actually, just from a QB perspective. Yeah, look, there's not that many QBs out there that are good, you guys, right? Like, it is a ruthless league to find a stable horse, right?
Right.
So, yeah, Deshaun Watson's available. You get him. The guaranteed money, I don't mind it. I don't mind the contract because he is good. But why does but then it's Cleveland. Now he's got to go to the grand jury again.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, guys. If it's too good to be true, if she's coming home with you without even buying a drink first, he or she, ask questions.
Sure.
Ask questions.
Look into it.
Yeah, but you always ask the questions later.
But you got it. Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you like Baker getting out of Cleveland more?
You know what? He's going to be a great CFL addition.
It seems to be where they come. The Alouettes need a quarterback, I think.
It's
No?
Great CFL edition. You guys don't think there's one team that'll pick him up? You think?
You know what the weird thing is? He will. Like,
I think as a backup.
obviously.
Yeah.
But that's weird to me. This guy took him to the playoffs a couple of years ago. You know what his problem is, man? He's too much in his head. When he throws the ball, He is like trying to rip. He's old school Favre. He's trying to put the ball through you, not on your hands. I don't know why he's doing that. He is going to be a backup somewhere, but I don't think it's his style. Where he will end up probably going to the CFL. I think you're right.
I do believe he will be up here.
Yeah. Him and Johnny Manziel. They're gonna.
Could you imagine the 1-2?
That'd be amazing.
The Cleveland
Alouettes.
That'd be amazing.
The Cleveland Alouettes.
He'll get picked up somewhere. I like that as a backup, maybe a starter at some point.
Hey,
but
we need a backup, kind of, don't we?
who on the sports show?
No, that too. Yeah. No, maybe Green Bay.
Go to
Bring
Green
him
Bay. He
You
would.
can learn from the best, Aaron.
He'd thrive.
He'd
He
thrive.
would thrive in Green Bay.
With that being said, let's talk real quick about the Atlanta Falcons. They end up, so they were in the sweepstakes for Deshaun, right? They're like, hey, Deshaun, we like you. Hey, Matty, get out. Oh, Matty, come back for a second. Matty, hey, whoa, where you going? Where you going? Oh, you want us to trade you now? All right. He's off to Indianapolis. This is the third straight year that Indy's got a quarterback.
How many? You know what I love about this whole Deshaun Watson thing is like there's like 7 teams that were like, hey, nah, we're just kidding. Don't worry about it. It's it's politics. Like everyone shot themselves in the foot.
I don't know what to think. What do you think of the Colts picking up Matt Ryan?
You know what? Matt Ryan's he's a decent quarterback.
Yeah, I would say decent is the right word.
Like he's not in your top 5. I wouldn't even put him like the 5 to 10 category.
No.
Is Indianapolis is that the retirement home of the league?
Apparently it is.
Well, he's just an
Denver.
older Wentz. Like I don't know why they went with him.
I don't know either. Just to have someone? I don't know.
Wentz-
Sometimes I think some teams just need a jersey sale or a name.
A name
just to be there.
Sure.
Right?
Listen, Matt Ryan going there, it's no different than when Wentz is there. To me, they're like literally 1 and 2. You couldn't convince me who's who. Like have him standing in front of me, like, yeah, you guys are the same guy.
Yeah, I would take.
And
Ryan
then remember
ahead of Wentz.
Yeah. Oh, 100. You know what? 100. And you're a Philly fan, so I don't blame you for saying that one bit. It's true. No, 100%. But Matt Ryan, he's a proven winner. But the thing is, he had Julio Jones all those years. I'd like to see what he's going to do in Indy.
Because he's old. Atlanta should have done this years ago.
Yeah.
Really.
They should have done this years ago.
Yes,
they could have.
100%.
You know.
Yeah. It's not great. Not good. No, it doesn't look good.
A lot of QB movement this year, more so
Lots.
than ever. It's the weirdest thing that I've ever seen.
Curious, what did you like? Did you like the Russell Wilson going to Denver?
For Denver? Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, they overpaid, but now they're legitimately a Super Bowl contender.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And look at the division that they're in too. They have to compete now.
You have to.
But they were going to go after Rodgers. This is what I was saying to Mitch. They're going to go after Rodgers. They would have ultimately had to pay this guy $40-50 million a year, right? So what did they get instead? A guy who's won just as many Super Bowls, and a guy who's appeared in more of them, and a guy who can still play.
Yep.
For $20 million a year.
I like it.
No, it's a great pickup.
You know?
It's great. But that
Like, and
AFC
you'll
West,
watch-
this is the problem. The AFC West, and those 4 teams are gonna terrorize each other.
But
they're
I'm
gonna
telling
hurt
you,
each other.
Whether it's the first or second game, Denver versus Kansas City, Denver will win that game, and then everyone's going to be like, okay, the landscape just changed.
Yeah. This trade just paid itself off right now.
I couldn't agree. But you know, guys, when you're talking about interdivision games, it's
We got a line on that yet?
Well, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be fun, man. That division's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But I'm convinced like 3 of the 4 teams in that division might actually go to the playoffs in a weird way somehow. But remember, they got to play each other twice, right? So there's going to be a lot of parity.
Going back to the Baker Mayfield thing, who took over in Atlanta? Wasn't it Mariota?
Mariota.
Yeah,
Marcus
okay.
Mariota.
So if Marcus Mariota can still get a job, I'm sure Baker will go somewhere.
Seattle's the big landing spot they're saying now. Seattle, but I don't know. Him and DK, maybe they could do something. Who knows? But like I said, he's got to relax. A little touch on the ball. Well, he's trying to kill somebody every time we throw the ball. I don't know. All right, here it is. It's the 200th edition.
Very hard on the Mayfield.
I like him, but he's trying to be a guy that he's not. He's trying to be Brett Favre. There's only one guy.
Yeah, not on Mitch's watch.
Not on mine. Not here. You're lucky. I'm bringing the jersey next week. Remind me. I got to put it up on the thing. It's the 200th edition of Rapid Banter. Are you ready?
Is it? Are
time.
we here?
It's
All
here.
right,
All
this
right.
is it.
All right, more.
I never know what's
Sit
coming.
back and relax and watch a professional at work here.
I gotta keep it good. Okay, what do we got? I'm watching these geese out here.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're doing.
Do you know geese have teeth on their tongues?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I did. A lot of birds do actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's an evolution thing.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they just eat worms. Why do they need teeth on their
No,
tongue?
no. They eat a lot of fish. You got to remember, they got to grind it for their kids, too. It's a thing.
It's a grinding thing. It's
It's a good topic on the sports show right now that you guys are having.
We know
It's
you
the
listen.
secret sauce, Morph. This is the secret sauce.
All right, Pat Bamble, UFC star, and the new Conor McGregor type hype machine fought and won last week. He revealed he only won $24,000 in the UFC London. Too little or just enough?
Still more than what I make in a year.
LeBron's in his 19th year and he's averaging 30 points a game. Is he like a fine wine or what the heck's up with this guy?
Yeah, if the label's called GOAT.
No, we can't let you know. Wrap off. Triller is doing rap battles this month. It's Cypress Hill versus Onyx. Who wins?
Cypress Hill.
Italy misses back-to-back World Cup. What's wrong?
I don't know. They got to make a change.
Masvidal attacked Colby Covington weeks after losing in his UFC pay-per-view. Now charged with assault. Should he just leave it in the ring or anytime, any place?
How does it feel to lose in the ring and out of the ring?
It's so true.
That's bad.
And by the way, if you are a UFC guy, I think you should be ready to fight at any time. Like, even if you're eating a dinner and then
You know how WWE has like the 24/7 championship? That's how the UFC should be.
That's how it
Anywhere
should
you
be.
are in the world,
Yeah.
just reality camera.
Just-
And they're going.
They're just fighting. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. An 11-year-old loses control of a car during a police pursuit while driving 150 kilometers through his community. Is the kid destined for Formula One or juvie court?
If you ain't first, you're last.
So listen to this on baseball. Vladdy Guerrero, he goes through an arbitration. He gets 1 year, $7.9 million. Different player on same team. Tesco Hernandez gets 1 year, $10.65. How is that possible?
They both sound like bandits.
Is this baseball?
Yeah.
Oh.
But how does Vladdy
Yeah. Hard pass.
But we're still trying to figure out. Vladdy Guerrero almost won the MVP last year. He's getting 1 year, 7.9.
Yeah, but Tesco Hernandez.
You give that guy 10
The El
points.
Bandito.
That is a great first name.
It's
It's a strong name.
It's a strong name. You're right.
If we were younger, I'd use that at the nightclub.
Now
What's
with
your
the
name?
plate.
Tiasco. That's a good
Tesco
name.
Hernandez.
Tescar. Chicago. Bulls are 5th in the East, but 0-16 versus the top 3 teams in the conference. Too much pressure or relax?
There's a lot of bullshit going on in there.
March 23rd, 1994. Gretzky surpasses Gordie Howe for all-time goals in the NHL. How old were you in 1994?
Old enough to know that he's the best Canadian athlete.
So, I don't know if you heard the podcast last week or the week before.
Move on.
Wait, no. Let's we got a third party now. All right. So there was a survey we found, and it said Terry Fox is the greatest Canadian athlete of all time. Second, Gretzky. Third was Claire Hughes. Something like that. I can't remember. I think actually those were the top 3.
Yeah, I believe it was.
And so I tell Dimitri, and you might want to just go back and listen to what he said about our national treasure.
Oh, no, I heard.
Oh, good. Thoughts on the national treasure?
Gretzky is, in my opinion, the greatest.
Yeah.
It's just
Greatest
not apples
Canadian-
to apples, Morph.
It's not.
Yeah.
I like how you guys are politically correct. I like that. It was hard for you to be politically correct.
I
just
was
noticed.
holding back.
You were holding back there.
I was
So
definitely
you
holding
agree?
back. It's
Maybe I could have worded it a little nicer.
yes. Yeah, the politician side of you was not there on that comment.
You have the Trump side, apparently.
Yeah. All right, last one. Would you rather watch an NHL game with Snoop with watching the LA Kings or Justin Bieber with the Maple Leafs?
The Biebs. Yeah, he knows more about hockey. I
I
actually
don't know.
think it
Snoop
would be
would be
better.
fun. I think he's into hockey, man. He loves his
Snoop
Kings.
loves the hockey.
He loves
the
it. I
hockey.
don't know, but I just love the Biebs.
I'm a beeb. I'm a believers.
I hate to say it. 3 for 3. Damn it. I can't believe it.
There you go.
All right, here we go.
It's good to have a guest. See,
It's nice.
You know what? Because we talk about the rapid banter and even Magamalaka, I assume, is next. I have no idea what's coming. This is it. It's all organic.
There we go. We're off to Magamalaka. 200th episode.
Honors to
yes,
the
of course.
guest.
Standard. So, do you want me to go through there? I only picked one topic, so we're just going to go
Sure.
through it. Okay,
Okay.
perfect. It's things Italy are going to do now because they're not in the World Cup. So what are you going to do if you're an Italian soccer player? What are you going to do? It's Magamalaka time. Here we go. Are you ready? 200th episode, finishing it off strong.
Fair
Ready?
enough.
All right. First one, Magamalaka, beaches in Greece. The Italian players will hit the beaches in Greece. They're off.
Malacca.
Malacca? Why Malacca?
Stay in Italy.
Stay in Italy.
Yeah, you think we want losers on our award-winning beach? Now that we know that you can't make it in.
Okay, here's things Italy should do now that they're not in the World Cup. Magar Malaka. Eat. Manja. You going to eat a little bit?
Maga. Yeah, you got to do that. It is good. At the end of the day, they got good food.
Yeah,
I'll
some
give it
cannolis, you know.
Yes.
to them. I love cannolis.
How about this one for you, Morph?
Love them.
I mean, delicious.
Oh, it's
They're
pound for
nice.
pound the best
It's
dessert.
really, yeah.
Man, they figured that out.
Yeah.
They did. Do you know on Instagram I follow this like one Italian feed and it's just the guy speaking Italian the whole time, but he's making pasta. It's delicious.
That's
I've
all
never
you
made
need.
it. It just looks so good every time.
Oh,
It's so good, right? Bad for the waistline though.
Everything in moderation.
Morph, what
Not
about
on this side.
Not on-
we don't know anything about moderation.
We literally went through the whole community driving over here of like how like obese everybody is, including ourselves. Right.
Oh, we talked about it. How
Morph, how about this one? Magar Malaka, things Italy can do in the World Cup now that they're not in it. Practice more.
Malaka.
That's not what's gonna help.
Come on. It's Italy. They don't need to practice.
Practice. How about this one, Dimitri? Get more tattoos. Have you ever noticed the Italian team is like just stacked with tattoos? The whole team.
Malaka, take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
I think they were trying to intimidate teams. That's what I think. Like bikers. Like they're the bikers of soccer. That's what I think.
And we're the sons of
Hey,
anarchy.
what are you doing? Hey, take a look at this.
I'm a tough guy. They're the least toughest team out there. You're right. No, the cake still goes to Rivaldo. 2002 World Cup. The guy basically passes the ball so he could take the corner kick and he
Oh
hits
my
him in
God.
the leg. Do you remember?
I totally
and then
remember
he
that.
grabbed his face and went on the ground.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Pain shoots.
That's
It
how
shoots.
you win.
That's how you pay. How about this one, Dimitri, for you? Watch Canada go to the World Cup.
Maga.
Maga.
Maga,
That's
come
what's
on.
going to happen. Italy, watch Canada make it to the World Cup. There
It's
it is.
amazing.
There it is, guys. Maga Malaka. That's it for episode 200. Our good friend Gus Morfessi's joined us. That was fun. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
gentlemen, awesome.
This
We really
is
did.
what we do on Saturday mornings.
Pleasure to be on the 200th.
it. Hey, this is we're very excited about it.
The captain of the club.
Can we do a quick shout out? Let's do a shout out to
Yes.
like honestly to the Amy. The good Amy.
The good Amy.
For doing what she's done. Like, but you got to go to the YouTube. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
especially what she did with the whole Terry Fox bit. That
was good, yeah.
That is.
If you haven't seen it,
She's
jump on
worth
there.
every little penny we pay her.
Yeah, like literally nothing.
She deserves more.
Yeah.
It's okay. I gave her a
And
bit
if
of
anyone
I
wants to
gave her a
send her
side
money,
hustle.
we'll give you the-
I
yeah.
never told you this, did I?
Yeah.
I gave her a little bit of
You
side.
told me,
Oh, I
yeah.
did.
Yeah, you did
Okay.
tell me,
Yeah, we don't have secrets.
Yeah.
So I got a little side hustle.
So little to the Amy.
Taking care of it, huh?
Yeah.
What about South
now
Carolina?
I see what she's really worth. I'm like, holy smokes, we better be nice to this
seriously, man,
woman.
It's crazy. Oh yeah, big time.
Well
South
played.
Carolina, George is another guy we got to thank. He's like religiously on us, keeping us in line with
Agent
everything.
Ange.
Agent Ange.
Coach Paul.
That's right.
You know, everybody on the roster.
Even Jeff. You know, we haven't talked to you in a while, Jeff, but Jeff was good. So Jeff was the producer of the show when we first started
At Alchemy
at
Studios.
Alchemy Studios.
Yeah.
Buddy, this guy, he's a classic, and it's too bad. We got to call him. We got to bring him in one time.
I'll let you do it.
Okay.
He's your guy.
He's my guy.
I love the Jeff, but
I'll
you know,
bring him
it's
on. Yeah.
it
was
is
good
it is what
times.
it is.
It was fun
Look,
times.
ladies and gentlemen, we can't thank. We're happy to have our captain, the captain, one of our good friends on the show. It's good to celebrate with people. You've been listening for a while, dude, supporting us. But this is episode 200. Remember, Sports Show YYC on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to find us on the Facebook page. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. That thing is nothing but fun and amazing. But again, Podbean, Spotify, iTunes, CJSW, CJSW.com, 90.9 FM. We're here for, and hope, hey, to another 200.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yep.
to another 200. But this is one for the books. We got to shove it in the locker because now we got to hit the showers.
It is. Have a great week, everyone.
Yeah. This is where Morph and I thrive, by the way, Mitch. This is,
The locker room talk, the after talk.
Oh, no.
oh, no.
The shower.
The shower.
That reminds me, we got to do the Lufa Awards. We got to do those.
We got to
Lufas.
bring, come back for the Lufa
Yeah,
Awards.
come back for the Lufas. It's a big
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, that's, we're going to
We're going to go head to head with
golden
with
loofahs.
Oscars. We feel like we could get better ratings than the Oscars
Yeah.
this year. Yeah.
This was a good episode.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You know,
it's fun.
It was
Mark,
great.
This is what
it
we
was
do.
nice to having a little more fun there.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Do you think I was too hard on the Italians?
No, I don't think you were
No.
hard enough, actually.
that's why I was like- I felt like I was maybe picking on them. But I mean,
No.
you're Euro champs,
Yeah.
and then
You held back a little bit.
I was
You
holding
felt
back.
a little nervous.
I think it's because
You know a lot of Italians, and you were scared of the.
I think I might have gotten
You have a lot
it
of
was the tattoos.
You have Italian clients, don't you? You son of a gun.
I'm also almost, Dan's guy.
Oh yeah, he's a big man too.
He's a big guy.
A lot of people loving the cannoli.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
easy.
forget about it.
Oh, forget about it.
Hey, Italy. Why don't you go get your shine box?
There it is.
You can say what you got when it's Tuesday, I be locked in.